Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another TEW2020 Predicts video, the series where we use the magic ball that is Total Extreme Wrestling 2020 to gaze into the future and see what is to come, potentially, in a particular superstar's career. And today we're looking at a woman already doing pretty well, the current Smackdown Women's Champion, Liv Morgan. I can say that statement because it's not Clash at the Castle and she hasn't yet lost it to Shayna Baszler. Maybe she will, but as things stand, SmackDown Women's Champion. Liv Morgan, I mean, these are very recent. She won Money in the Bank, and then she cashed in on the SmackDown Women's title on the same night. You know, these dates aren't the same, but she did it on the same night. So, it took her a bit, but she's finally got there. Liv Morgan, fan favourite, people love her. Only 28, plenty of years to come. Current Women's Champion, can she build on it? Let's go find out. Without further ado, let's simulate forward to the end of the career of Liv Morgan, or as close as possible, and look to answer that question of what is to come in the career of Liv Morgan. And here we are, Friday, week 4, December 2041, and Liv Morgan has required Austin Theory as a social media scandal. Jake Casper, one of the Creed brothers, is feuding with Titus Alexander. Everything's going on. Most important thing though is Liv Morgan, 47-year-old white American female, retired wrestler, unemployed, a manager, still pretty popular, based in the southeast, and she is retired. We start here. She retired from wrestling Tuesday, week 1, August 2038, so I was only 3 years out. This is probably the furthest I've been away from retirement, but still, let's go from the beginning. She starts well. She gets engaged to Bo Dallas, which, I mean, alright, Bo, good on you, mate. They get engaged, they get married they get engaged in 2027, let's say they get married in 2029, they get divorced in 2034, so 5 years of marriage before they divorce. A year before, most social media scandal, accused of bullying a young fan. Come on, Liv, stay off Twitter. Just a lot of extending dirty contracts in the meantime before she eventually leaves WWE in 2036. Is that 2036, actually? Yep. She leaves WWE in Monday, week 3, April 2036, and signs for Shimmer 5 days later. So very quickly, Shimmer picked her up, which, fair enough. Going to Shimmer, she started dating with someone outside the industry, fair enough. A little stint in Beyond. Left Shimmer in October 2037, and in November of 2037, 5 weeks later, she signed for Shine. So just going around those promotions. Loaned to Shimmer in 2038 February, and then retired in May. So one little final trip to Shimmer, retired 3 months later. Well, she said she was going to retire 3 months later. She retired 6 months later. Inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, so she must have done well in WWE to get into the Hall of Fame. And then 3 years after that, she broke up with her boyfriend. Sorry, Liv, we went earlier. You would never have to go through that. And she's just left Shine as well. Oh, God. She was a manager in Shine for a while, but she's just left. So, Liv Morgan, let's start with titles. She must have got a few in WWE to get into the Hall of Fame. Yeah, WWE-wise, she starts with that Money in the Bank and SmackDown Women's title. Then she loses the SmackDown Women's title in November 2022. So she holds it for 5 months in-game, which, fair enough. She loses that in November 2022. She doesn't win another title till November 2027, 5 years later, where she wins the women's tag title with Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley getting back together, holding it from November 2027, 2 months till January 2028. So there we go. Her next title is the women's tag title again in July 2031. Holds it till February 2033 with Rhea Ripley. So they held that title for, God, don't make me work out months, 17, 18, 19 months? With 0 defenses? Okay. 19 months with 0 defenses, okay. And she was champ for a bit in there, because she won that in July 2031 and held it till February 2033. And yeah, in September 2031, so 2 months after she won the women's tag title, she won the Raw Women's title, her only Raw Women's title, and she held it till February 2032. So October, November, December, January, February, 5 months, 4 defenses, decent little title reign, singles champion again, a champ for a little bit, lovely. Lost the women's tag title in February 2033. Very quickly got another title back. SmackDown women's title July 2033. A few months later, 5 months later at that. She held that for 2 months with 3 defenses till September. Then the next year, not even a full year, she lost that to September 2033. April 2034, she won the SmackDown women's title back. Held it till June 2034. 2 defenses. And then she didn't have to wait long again. June 2034, she lost that, and then she won the SmackDown Women's title back in July 2034. So she was just trading back and forth with someone at that point. She held that till October. She held that for 3 months with 2 defenses, and that was all her titles. So a 5-time women's champion, a 2-time women's tag champion, 1 Money in the Bank. Nice titles. She was also elsewhere Shine tag team champion in March 2038 to August 2038, 5 months with Mercedes Martinez. Which, fair enough. She likes those, big kind of aesthetic in tag partners. Rhea Ripley, Mercedes Martinez, whatever you want, Liv. Achievement-wise, Hall of Fame inductee, Power 500. She's pops up a few times. Is there any gaps in here? No, she was in it every year from 2022 to 2037. So that's just every year, I think, till she retired, pretty much. She was 70th, 74, 148, 129, 135, 190, 111, 136, 114, 127. So the first 2 years in the top 100, she drops out for the next 7, 8 years. But she's still in the top 200, that 200 to 100 range. Back into the top 100, 31, 75, 118, out again, in again, 93, out again, 128, 137. Her highest rating is 31. Her lowest rating is 190, which is still pretty good. The 190th best wrestler on the planet is still pretty decent. So must have done pretty well in ring with Morgan. Let's have a look at her match history. All the years, 243 wins, 280 losses. Not that many matches, honestly. But still, 523 matches, 243 wins. A negative record, but not that negative. I won't work out the exact percent, but that's going to be like 45, 46, 47, maybe. If I'm miles off, let me know. Average rating of 68, which is decent. Highest rating of 83, lowest rating of 47. Let's go have a look for a 43, not a 43, an 83. Her first 83 was in 2026. She only wrestled 29 times. It's really not that much, is it? But she did get an 83 in there at WrestleMania Backlash. Io Shirai and Alexa Bliss defeated Asuka and Liv Morgan. Banging little tag match that is. And did she get any more 83s before her retirement? No, she didn't, but she got a nice little 82. Again, let's have a look. She really doesn't wrestle that much, does she? On SmackDown, March of 2029, Liv for Brutality defeated Bliss and Deville. Lovely. Liv Morgan, she's done okay. Liv Morgan, 5-time women's champion, 2-time women's tag champion with Rhea Ripley, Liv for Brutality, women's Money in the Bank, going away, picking up a Shine tag title as well. She's a WWE Hall of Famer, so you can't knock her that much. Was in WWE for a while, then she wanted to go test herself in Shine, in Shimmer, get some experience elsewhere in the world before she retires. You can't knock her for that. I wanted to check that period where she was trading the SmackDown Women's title, to make sure it was like the same person. July till God, it's really not. She lost it in September 2033, and then she won it back in April 2034. And in the meantime, Sasha held it till November. So Sasha had it for 2 months. Then Sonya had it for 2 months. Then Sasha had it for 3 months. Then Liv won it. Then Bliss won it. Then Liv won it. Then Bliss won it. Erica won it. Bliss won it. Jesus Christ. The current champion is Natalya, reborn as Thelma Alsop. Lovely. Rhea Ripley's a 10-time SmackDown Women's Champion, shall I say. Roxanne is a 7. Tiffany's a 2. Cora's a 2. Shout out to all of you. Dominating around here. I'm intrigued. Women's champion right now is Cora Jade, killing it. Alexa Bliss is a 10-time champ. Cora Jade's a 10-time champ. That's more impressive. Go on, Cora. Cora Jade's having a great time of things here, isn't she? Women's tag title. Vast majority of these reigns is 0 defenses. Occasionally you got a 1, you got a 2, you got some 3s in there. Roxanne and Cora are the current champs, so Cora Jade is a champ. Her and Roxanne Perez's first title reign. It's taken till 2041, but they made up, became friends again, and won the tag titles, which is lovely. And Women's Money in the Bank, if you're curious. A lot of Becky Lynch, Ronda's, Rhea's, Roxanne's, Sonya's, the usual. And the Women's Rumble, the same. Rhea Ripley, a 6-time champ. Rhea Ripley's had a really good time of things here. Friends with Rhea, with Liv, some tag titles there. Rumbles, women's titles, Money in the Banks, what more could you ask for? AEW is bankrupt, if you're curious. We will just check, but first of all, tour company-wise, WWE's heads are Roman Reigns, KSI, Cora Jade, Adam Cole, and Rhea Ripley, which I gotta check KSI. KSI is a YouTube rapper boxer from Watford, England. That he is. He went to, he left and he went to AEW for a bit. A lot of spells in Impact. Went to MLW. Went to Impact permanently. Went to NWA on load a bit. KSI had an affair with Indy Hartwell. And you know, Max Caster and Chris Statlander hate him. And went back to WWE after that. Picked up some injuries. He started picking up some injuries at the end. But yeah, what a career. WWE, AEW, Impact, MLW, NWA. Slept with Indy Hartwell. Go on, KSI. If you're curious about KSI, 4-time Universal Champion, 2-time WWE, 1 Royal Rumble, and most importantly, 2 X Divisions and an Impact World title. What a life you've lived, KSI. What a life you've lived. And I got caught off topic by seeing KSI's name. AEW. Out of business. 2031. That's around the range of when Tony Khan usually bankrupts you, isn't it? I will check. It feels like a waste of time checking at this point, to be honest. Financial problems. Tony Khan bankrupted them again. Oh, Tony. That is going to be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed. Liv Morgan. I'm a bit distracted by KSI now. Liv Morgan's, though, the main point of this. Decent career. WWE Hall of Famer. Been around the world a bit. 5-time women's champion, 2 tag, and Money in the Bank. I think that's pretty good. Every year in the top 200 best wrestlers in the world. I think that's good, but it doesn't matter what I think. That's what you think. So let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of Liv Morgan's career? Do you think this will be a successful career for Liv Morgan? She's very young, so she definitely could achieve more than this. But this is decent. It's decent enough for a Hall of Fame induction for her, at the very least. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know any other superstars you'd like to see Predict videos done with. Leave a like if you have enjoyed, and subscribe for more. And as always, I just want to say a very special thank you for watching.